It may not seem like it. We've had temperatures in the 40s, but winter is far from over. Snow and the cold that come this time of year can be a real danger to our seniors. Here to make sure that our elderly neighbors and those in our families can stay safe is Jeff Welsh, a cognitive support specialist for Right at Home. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. So tell us a little bit about some of the dangers that our seniors face this time of year.
Yeah, it's a tough time of year for seniors, for everybody really, but for seniors especially. When you're walking outside, if you see a surface that looks wet, you should kind of assume that it's ice and maybe tap that surface before you step onto it or before you take steps, because if it is ice, you're going to be unstable. Also, you know, when we're going through a snowfall and they plow the streets, a lot of times they don't hit the sidewalks. And so we have people walking in the streets. Remember, when you're walking in the street, to face the traffic. Walk on the side of oncoming traffic and stay close to the curb. Remain very aware. Finally, just wear shoes that have grooved soles and have grit in the sole to avoid slipping.
And one of the things that we can do is shovel our walks. I mean, you may not have a senior in your life. You may not have a senior that lives on either side of you that's right away or right near you, but there may be a senior that walks past your house.
That's right.
And you can help them out by just shoveling, you know, just staying on top of the property in front of your house.
Right, and maybe put some salt down. And if you live next to a senior, maybe you could salt their walk too. It's a very dangerous time for seniors. 50% of people 80 and over fall each year.
That's a staggering number.
Yes, and those falls can really cause some damage.
And people think of, okay, well, it's just a fall, or, you know, someone broke a leg. But when you're a senior and you fall, it can be a really serious injury, life-threatening.
It is life-threatening. And you talk about a loss of independence, which is something that seniors really strive to maintain their independence. But a fall can take it all away.
And just one fall. In fact, a lot of seniors have a very difficult time healing after a fall, like a hip injury. They may never be the same again.
That's right. They're going to go to the hospital. They have to go through rehab, often months of rehab, and then they go home and they're still rehabilitating. So it's a fall is a very serious incident for a senior.
So where we come into contact with the ground, it's our shoes. What are some of the things we should look for when we're either buying shoes for a senior member of our family, or if a senior is listening, when they're buying shoes, what should they look for?
Well, really, you want, as I said, you got to have soles that have grooves in them, and if you can get some grit in that sole, you know, kind of like sandpaper, that's going to really help you maintain traction when you're walking on any surface, wet or icy especially.
Yeah. Jeff Welsh, cognitive support specialist with Right at Home. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, like I said, we can do our part by keeping our seniors safe by just taking care of the little patch of earth right in front of our house. We'll be back with a check of news, weather, and traffic right after this.